Okay, YouTube, today we will be doing the fuel lines. I'll also do the primer ball on a Troy-bilt TB32EC. Alright, so I guess the first thing I'm going to do is take the air filter off. Now with T25, I believe, or a flathead screwdriver, you will take these two bolts out to remove this cover. Now we're going to go ahead and just remove the fuel lines. Now we are going to change it, or take out these two Phillips head screws. Okay, now I'm going to remove this cover very gently. You don't want to kind of split everything apart if you can help it. And then take that primer ball right off. It's going to stick to it and everything. You just want to be gentle not to take it all apart. You don't want to get all the dirt in the whole thing. It's wanting to come apart, so I need both hands. Now I'm going to put the primer ball back on there and then the plate back on it. Then you're going to put those two Phillips head screws back in. Alright, so now we're going to just go ahead and move along to the fuel lines. I buy it by a big roll, but I will be getting a link for you for the fuel line that it takes. Along with the whole brand new carburetor and everything. It's easier really just to replace the carburetor and everything in this situation. I'm just trying to save this guy a few dollars. Okay, so we're going to cut a little point on this, and we're going to go stick it in the hole, and then I'm going to force it down in there, and then with a long pair of needle nose I will grab it and I will pinch it and pull it through. My bad. Actually, we're going to dip a little oil. It makes it a lot easier if you get a little oil on it first, and then put it into the hole and pull it through. Then once you've got it pulled in about that much, that's good enough. That's just the return line. We will take and put this carburetor back where it kind of goes, just to get an idea of what we're doing, and then we're going to cut this thing, you know, close to length. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other line. Get it cut into a point and get some oil on it, and then stick it into the next hole and pull it through. Now we've got this pulled through, we're going to cut this clean and then force on a brand new fuel filter. Again, a little bit of oil on this nipple for the fuel filter will help a tremendous amount getting it into that fuel line, because it can be tight sometimes. Now we're going to put this back in, straight down, and you're going to check it and make sure that it's laying right on the bottom perfectly like that. Now we're going to cut this off about the same length as the other one. You know, you can always just line up this the way it would go on. It should be like this, just to make sure that it's going to be about the same length. Now make sure you clean off your nipples, make sure that they're nice and, you know, debris free. Okay, now the return line goes to the nipple closest to the primer ball. The fuel line that you put in that has the fuel filter goes to the one farthest away from the primer ball. Now we're going to reattach the throttle cable. It's just a little S-turn, not a big deal to get it in place. You just stab it right into this hole on the throttle. So it'll be just like that when you're done. And then we're going to hook up the choke assembly. I believe the choke arm goes towards the back. Let's see the air filter assembly just to double check. So, no, okay, the choke arm goes up to the top. Be sure to double check that your yellow O-ring is in place. It's very important. Make sure your air filter is clean and secured nicely on there. And then reinstall your air filter assembly by sliding those two hooks in and click it down in place. Then just put gas in there and reinstall your gas cap. Alright guys, that's how you change the primer ball and fuel lines on a Troy-bilt. Any of the parts that you might need I'm going to put in the description, along with new carburetor, new air filters, whatever I can find that you could possibly need in this. If this helped you in any way, please hit that subscribe button, or even give me a little thumbs up, a little like. Thanks. Here's today's t-shirt, just in case. I hope you can see it. Alright, peace.